Hi everyone. Hi guys. Hi friends. Welcome to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we give hope. We tell you never give up, never lose hope, and always keep hope alive. If you are new here, if this is not your first time here, welcome back to this family. This is home. This is where we all belong. Guys, here we talk more about life abroad. And as I'm saying abroad is because not only in America, we talk about Canada, UK, Australia, everywhere abroad. And today we have a guest from a different continent, and she's here to talk and to give us her experience and how we can go to that continent. Guys, before we continue, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. And let me bring up my guest. And here she is. Hey, hey.
Hi, Shiko.
Welcome to Shiko Hope TV.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shiko.
Now we can see Baraka Reality Media.
Yes.
That's not your name. Can you tell us your name and who you are?
Yes, Shiko. First of all, let me start by saying thank you very much for having me in your channel.
Mm-hmm.
I am very, very humbled to be your guest today, and I greet all your viewers. My name is Sharon, aka Wabaraka. That is what I am known in all my social media platforms. So if you go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, most people know me as Sharon Wabaraka. And I am a woman of many hats. Shiko, I keep saying, I'm not going to give you all my hats today, but let me just start by saying that I am a gospel artist. So I do music, I do sing, and if your viewers can look for Sharon Wabaraka Official, they will see my music there and they'll be blessed. But also apart from that, I am a content creator and I create all my contents in this channel that we are on today, Baraka Reality Media. And that is where I do real life, real issues, and real talks where we inspire, inform, and impact. I am a mother of two lovely children, and I really thank God for them. And I live in the UK in a place called Manchester. Watu wa Manchester, oh yay! Yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
Wow, that's a very wonderful introduction.
Thank you, Shiko.
Yeah, we are all abroad. I'm in US, you are in UK.
Yes.
So can you tell us about UK?
Yeah, sure. UK is lovely. It's I don't know if many people know, but UK is an island. In fact, Shiko, just to let you know, if you don't know that the UK can fit into 10 different states. You know how the states are big size-wise?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The whole of the UK, the whole of the United Kingdom, can fit into many states, including Texas.
What?
Yes, so it's not a very big place. It's just a small island. Geographically, if you look at it, it's not that big. But yeah, it is a nice place to live. We are happy here. There's a lot of good things that are around here, despite it being a small island. You will agree with me that the pound is stronger than the dollar.
Sure. That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, because you came from Kenya,
Mm-hmm.
where exactly are your roots?
So I was raised in a place called Cuba. And I know if I say Cuba, you become confused. It's a small village. I come from a very humble background. It is around Kiambu area, Wangige, those sides. So I come from a very humble background. That's where I have been raised. And then I studied. I then moved on, and I am here now.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
good, good.
yes.
I know Cuba. It is on the side of Kirangari, right?
Yes, Kelangare, those sides.
Yeah.
I,
I have not yet deleted the memories.
so you know it, Chico.
Yeah, I know Cuba.
Yes, that's why I've been brought up.
Wow, wow, that's a
Yes,
good thing.
by my lovely parents. In fact, most
Mhm.
people know them. They call themselves Deratirigoro. So my mom and my dad, they also sing. Hence, where my music background has come from. And a lot of people that know them during those days, they used to call them Deratirigoro. That's the
Mm,
song that was their song that a lot of people knew.
wow.
Yeah,
So music is in your genes.
it's in my blood. It's in my blood and veins.
Okay, now, Cheryl, can you tell us when did you go to UK? Which year?
Hey, it's a long time, Shiko. Which year? So my firstborn, let me just give you a flavor so that you can understand. My firstborn son is coming 16.
Mhm.
So it will be more than 16 years that I have lived here in the UK.
Now, my viewers are here and they wonder, how can I go to UK? Because mostly we hear US green card and Canada expressway. But we have not yet come across how we can go to UK.
Yeah,
Can you tell us the pathways that we can try to come to UK?
absolutely. Absolutely. That's a very nice question. And
Mhm.
we don't have green cards like the US or Canada. But there are various routes that people can come if they want to come to the UK. It also depends on the purpose of your travel.
Mhm.
So I'm going to start with the basic one, which is a tourist visa. So if people want to come and visit, you can apply for a passport and then apply for a tourist visa or visitor's visa, which is as is known. That one you come and it's not permanent, so you stay for the duration of the time that you're allowed to stay as you're visiting. There are other ways like student visa. People can apply to come and do studies here, apply to various universities or college, and you can also be accepted. There is also a route for employment. In fact, Shiko, I have done a video. If people go to Baraka Reality Media, there is a video that I have talked about how to come to the UK on the employment route. And
Mhm.
at the moment, the UK is accepting people even from non-EU countries. So what I mean by non-EU is people that are not within Europe. Kenya will be included.
Mhm.
And what they have done is they use a point-based system to allow people to come to the UK. So you have to meet a criteria of certain points,
Mhm.
70 to be precise. And that video explains on how you can meet those 70 points before you can make an application to come and work. There is also an explanation of the jobs that you need to apply for and the companies that you can apply through, because it's not all employers are eligible to allow you make an application. So the talk that I have given on my YouTube explains the companies that the government, the UK government, has given permission to allow people to come to the UK to work. There's also the way of if you get married, so
Mhm.
you can get married and come and settle here with your partner if your partner obviously has the right status to stay in the UK, to live in the UK, then you could be eligible. So there are different ways, different options. It all really depends. I'm going to be doing different videos on my website as well that can give people more information. If people are interested in coming to the UK, they can look at different options, different ways that they can come. So run to Baraka Reality Media. You will see all that information.
Yes, yes, yes. Guys, go to Baraka Reality Media. She has done that video on how you can go to UK. And don't forget to subscribe and comment and say from Shiko Hope.
Yes. They need to say that they have been sent by Shiko Hope so that we know who has come from your channel and is supporting me.
Yes. Can you tell us the differences that are there between in UK and we don't have them back home?
Yes. like for me, the main first of all, the UK is mainly like Kenya. By the way, to be honest, there even up to today, there are places I go to, and I
Mm.
feel like niko huko Nyamakema, downtown Kenya.
Wow.
So there are places, and because the UK was colonized by the British, there are still some places, houses, the roads that is very, very similar to how Kenya is. In fact,
Mm.
it just reminded me, I've done another video. I've not released it yet. I'm going to be releasing that one. And I've how the roads are, how the houses are around here in the UK. So it's not very different. I think it is different from the US more than it is from Kenya.
Exactly, exactly. And
We
coming
use
to that,
sorry, Shiko, I was going to say we use the same system of the road. So we drive on the left, we keep to
on
the
the left,
left.
hmm,
And I think in the US you keep to the right, which is different.
yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. So UK is very adaptable. Mtu akikuja here from Kenya, I think they'll find it very easy to adapt because it's not very different. And the English, even when we go to schools, we use the English system,
British English,
the British system.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And coming to that, Sharon, we forgot to say that you have lived in US before you moved to
Yes.
UK.
Yes.
Now, because you have tasted the US life
Yeah.
and UK life, now
Yeah.
you are in a better position to give us the difference between US and UK.
Yeah.
Yes, because these are two different. Can you tell us about these differences?
Very, very, very big differences. So
Mm.
I don't think there's a comparison in all honesty, Shiko. So in the US, houses are very, very big compared to the houses here in the UK. The
Mm.
roads are very big. The food is big. I remember when we have come to the US to visit and we go to like the fast food restaurants around there, my children still say, this is a lot of food. Like
Mm.
you people, you even have, for example, McDonald's, you have extra size.
Yes.
Whereas here we don't. And what is a large here, I think is a small or a medium in the US.
What?
So there's a lot of differences. And like I told you, the UK, the whole country, the whole United Kingdom, will fit in Texas and leave a lot of free room. If it was to be fit geographically, it will fit and still leave a lot of room, there.
Wow.
So UK is nice. I think there's also more opportunities. That's just my view.
Observation.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think there is a lot of opportunities in the US. Things like you have the green card. We don't have that system here in the UK. But when it comes to education, I think the education in the UK is better than the US education. I find that children are given opportunities to think outside the box, so they're not spoon fed, if you like.
Mm.
They're given, like how we used to do it in Kenya, you'd be given tough questions so that you can think about what to answer, that sharpens your brain.
Sure.
So for the education, and then it's free. I don't know if the education in the US is free. I didn't think it was, especially when you
It,
go to
it,
colleges, but primary and high school, it's all free. To university, when you go to the university, you do get home student support. And I think the only people that pay the university fees are international students. So if you come here as an international student, you will pay those fees. But as a home student, then you get a reduction of the fee.
mm.
So yeah, and then the roads. I think the roads in the US are also very, very big compared to the roads around here. Here we drive on three, like the motorway. We call them motorways. What you call interstate, we call them motorways over here. It's 3 lanes, just like Kenya. And I know in the US you can have like a motorway, an interstate with up to 8 lanes.
Yes.
Here you can never see anything like that. Yeah, so again, we have all the seasons like the US. We have
Mhm.
the 3 seasons. Right now, it's summertime. Although, Shiko, let me just tell you, summer here is not quite as what you're used to in the US. Like the whole of this week, giving an example, it's been raining. The whole of the week has been raining, and we're supposed to be in summer. So it's cold in a
What?
nutshell. Yes. So we can experience, this is the UK for you, we can experience 3 seasons in a day.
In a
So you can
day,
wake
yeah.
up. You can wake up in the morning and it is very cold, like it is winter.
Mm.
By the time it is lunchtime, it is raining, and by the
It's
time it is
cold.
evening, it is hot. But it is in terms of the daylight saving time, it's just like the US. So even
Mm.
right now, kuna kucha like very late. It becomes dark like around 10. That's when you start seeing darkness coming. So it can be like 8 o'clock and the sun is still out there like 3 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there is a video I did when I was taking a walk in my
Uh-huh.
neighborhood, and I was telling people it is 8 p.m. and it is like, Shiko, you mean 8 p.m. and it is with all these lights? They couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it happens like that here as well. So, and then when it is winter, it gets dark at 3. So 3
Yeah.
p.m. it's total darkness.
Yani, at 5 p.m., you are ready to go to bed.
Yes. Yeah, but
But
it
you
gets very cold.
In Kenya, we don't have that.
No. And for me, I did a video. There's a video I did which was a culture shock video. And that was for me one of the major shock that hit me. I was like, what country is this that I have come to? That the light is still there at 8 p.m., and it's still very, very hot. So that for me was a major shock. And then the other thing is you don't get to see a lot of people walking on the road. It's not like Kenya where you see so many people walking. So you've got these beautiful pathways, but no people walking on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is life abroad. It is very, very different from Africa.
Very, 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 very different. Very different. I
What
think
about food? Do you get Kenyan food there?
absolutely. So there are places where you can order the Kenyan food if you want.
Mhm.
Doma, ngwashes,
Mm.
uh, sweet corn. I'm calling it sweet corn because we call it sweet corn, not sweet bebe. You know
Big.
the is the corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are places that you can order all those njahes. There are people that bring from Kenya and they put in their shops here.
Mm.
If you don't get to meet those people that are selling them, then there's the Indians. I don't know where they get this stuff from, but you can get things like those things that are in Kenya. They're quite affordable and reachable in some of those waindi shops.
Oh.
Yeah, we get them. And here, the distance from the UK to Kenya by flight is 9 hours. So it's not that far.
Yeah.
It's not like coming to the US where you think you go for a long,
Yeah.
flight. Here it's just
Yeah.
one flight and you're there. Unless obviously you have a stopover and you stop in a middle country, it's possible to take one flight direct to Kenya. But there's the option of having a connecting flight if you so wish. But I
Mm.
go, me particularly, so for my music, I go to record in Kenya. And I'm just going to give an example showing you how close it is. There's a time I left the UK on Friday. So I went to work, left
Mhm.
Friday. I left Friday afternoon. Friday usiku at around 11, I was in Kenya. I did the recording on Saturday and Sunday. At 10 Kenyan time, I boarded and I was in work Monday morning here in the UK.
Yeah. Even because of the time difference.
And the time difference, yeah. It's only 3 hours. So it depends again with the season. So during summertime, it's 2 hours difference. And then wintertime is 3 hours difference. It's
Mm.
not as big as the US. The time difference is not as big as the US. You people, I think, are 8 hours or 9 hours different.
Yeah, it depends on when we have the saving. This, I don't know what it is called, but
The,
for them
the
it's
day,
9 hours.
daylight saving time, yeah.
Yes, that one. You know, these things are still new to me. They shock me at rest.
I know that's usually a shock to everybody that comes here.
Yes, because they tell us, or you see that tonight we have a break, a fallback, something like that.
Yeah,
So I have to stay awake to see that the hour will not the hour will not go.
yeah,
It will go back. So
yeah.
I just sit here and I watch. And my these things are very new to us. I
At
don't
this stage.
understand them.
Yeah, I don't know where that hour goes. I've also never understood. I've never understood where that hour goes, to be honest with you. And
Yeah.
I think that's why life here is really, really fast. So you don't, I think when you are in Kenya, you have a lot of free time.
Yes.
Whereas when you're here, you don't feel that idleness. You don't get to
Mm,
feel a lot of, like you have a lot of time to be idle. You
yeah.
don't get that here. So you're always constantly rushing and looking for the dollars or the pounds, whichever country you're from. You're always searching for that money.
Yes. And those people who work night, they are like, oh, this year, this week, we'll have an extra 1 hour.
Yeah,
Then, when now we are transitioning to another season. Now they take away 1 hour.
you lose
The
the hour. Yeah, yeah,
hour that you gain, now you are losing it.
you lose it. Yeah, I like it for the sleep. I like when you're getting the extra sleep
Yes.
than
You
when
sleep
you're at
until
work.
you become tired.
Yes,
But now
absolutely.
on the next one, now they steal 1 hour of your sleep.
Yes, yes, yes. They
You
recover it
say,
and they take it back.
yeah, the night was so short. What happened?
Absolutely, yes, yes. And we have things like the other thing that shocked me was, and I know this is something that is happening commonly in Kenya nowadays, things like Halloween. Me, when I was in Kenya, we never used to have those things. So you come here and you see like Halloween is a proper ceremony that people are even decorating their houses with those scary things that look
Yeah.
like skeletons and all that. Um, and I remember when I first came, I was really, really shocked to see a skeleton hanged on the door of somebody.
Mhm, mhm. It's like,
And I thought it was a real skeleton.
it makes me scary.
They are very scary, very scary. But I think Kenya people are also adapting that kind of tradition.
Yes, I talking about Halloween. Last year during Halloween, I was doing Uber Eats. I used to do Uber deliveries.
Mhm.
So the customer that I was taking food to, I was delivering her food. The compound was decorated with those Halloween stuff.
Mhm.
A grave, dead skeletons, something scary, looking like a something to do with witchcraft.
Yes.
And yes, and it was in the evening around 7 p.m. You have
Yeah.
the food, you have to deliver.
Yeah.
So you have to jump until
Until you
you
get.
deliver the food at the door. I closed job at that time and I was like, this is crazy. Little did I know it was just a starting. The Halloween was about to start. So that was the first day, one customer. As the days were moving, like everyone, I was delivering food to everyone was having those scary stuff. So now I could not just say I'm not going to work. I had to. So I have to close my eyes. And those
Yeah,
people, they are very generous. They, they text you and they are like, pick your tip under the door and
yeah,
under the doormat.
yeah, yeah.
So having seen that you are given a tip and it is on that at the doormat, you close your eyes and
Yeah, it can be very scary. I remember even seeing like cobwebs. You know how they decorate, and they decorate with things that look like it is cobwebs. And then they've got these pumpkins. So at first I thought this must be all the witches' houses here. But you
yes,
see, even your neighbors are doing that. So
yes,
you start wondering, are everybody practicing witchcraft here, or what's going on? You know, before obviously you get to know that it is just a Halloween ceremony and all that. And then what is funny is soon after Halloween, then Christmas comes, so all those decorations go down, and now it
yes,
is Christmas decorations. And you know,
yes,
here people are very good in putting up all those decorations.
decoration, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
it changes with all the season
with the holiday.
and the occasion. Yes.
Well, I'm telling you, about Halloween, I told God, God, now you know, hold my hand. When I am told by Google now, drop off. I peep and I see those Halloween stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I tell God, God, you know, I don't associate myself with this stuff, but I have to do this.
Yeah.
I
One thing
have to
I
do
would
this. I,
one thing I would tell people, Shiko, is I think children is as you raise them, because our children are growing in these countries where this is a culture. So me, I remember
mm,
when my children were younger, they used to ask me, can we go for Halloween? And I started teaching them, and I would say, I know this is a tradition for this country, and I know this is where we are, but we don't believe in Halloween. And I know you're
mm,
going to be discouraged, but I'm really sorry, you're not going to go. So, and the
yeah.
more you kept repeating that message, then they got used to. So I know now they used to tell their friends, we don't celebrate Halloween.
Mm,
So other kids would be interested in who would be interested in wanting to know, why do you not celebrate Halloween? And I'll
yeah,
tell, just go tell them that's not our tradition. And once you instill that discipline to your children, they will know. If you do that from a very early age, they will know. I think
yeah.
again,
My
it all
kids,
depends. There are people who come here and they don't mind. It all depends. I'm just saying this is me and this is what I have taught my children, or what I taught my children as they were growing.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And you know, here in US, on that Halloween week at school, they are told to bring pumpkins. They decorate those stuff, and some of them they bring home. And I'm like, ooh, can you trash? Don't bring it to my house.
Yeah, but you can also teach them not to accept. You know, the good thing with these countries, Shiko, is that there is equality. And so
Yeah,
that means they accept your values, your traditions, and
yeah,
you cannot be discriminated because you don't believe in a certain belief. They will understand that and they will accept it. So
yeah.
if you teach your children, if you receive things in school, just kindly say no, thank you.
No, that was my small boy. You know,
Yeah,
he,
yeah,
yeah, he does not understand. So
yeah.
he came and said, Mom, tweet, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what's that? So I try to teach them this is not the right thing, but for Christmas, just
Yes,
Christmas is good. Let's
yes,
celebrate Christmas.
yes, yes, yes.
And what about I don't know if you have those communities in UK about
The,
these these people who are gays, lesbians, and everything. They are so open that I'm gay.
mhm.
This is my wife, and the one it is a woman telling you this is my wife. Are they open in that area in UK?
Absolutely. It is. And like I said, there is equality. And because of that equality, so people
Mm,
that are practicing gayism, lesbianism are usually not discriminated because of that. And they are included in everything. So it
mm,
is a common thing. It's not hidden, it's open. I know, like where we live in Manchester, I know there's like a place where you can go. It's called a gay village, and that's where they all meet up there. So, but because it's them, you can't go there unless you're one of them. But
Sure.
if you go in the night, there's one time I found myself there. I wasn't going there. We were just passing by,
Gosh.
and I didn't even know. We found ourselves in that street, and to be honest, it felt like Sodom and Gomorrah.
What?
Yeah, we were coming from a different. We'd gone to London, so London is quite far from here. And as we were coming back, we just drove past because it was in the night. We drove past that place, and you'd see all those people with, what they're doing with the way they dress, their funny dresses, which is acceptable to them. I don't want to sit here and say that it is not acceptable because, that's what they have chosen to be. But
Yeah.
those are some of the shocks that you can encounter when you come to these places. It's open, it's not hidden, and people talk about it openly.
Yes, and they are very proud. They are like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." And you're like, "Ah."
Yeah.
Even at workplace,
Yeah.
we work with them. We work with them. Even the people who say there is no God, they are like, "What are you talking about? I don't believe in God. I don't believe in religion."
Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
can't say that you are not going to talk to that person because
You
maybe
can't.
he's your boss, maybe
Yeah.
he's your workmate.
Yeah. Yeah. You cannot, absolutely. Like I said, the equality law makes
Yeah.
everybody equal. So you work with those people, and there's not. By the way, there are some of them are really, really good. Do you know there are some of those people that, in the eyes of others, maybe they're not doing the right thing, or maybe they are wicked. But do you know they are better than Christians? I have
Sure.
encountered some of those people that are more kind than
Mm,
your fellow Christian brothers.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shock was that they are very open. They
Yeah.
come to you
Yeah.
and they are like, "Oh, this is my husband."
Yeah.
Two men, one is the wife, one is the husband. First
Yeah. That's
it
very
was
common.
shocking, but now I'm used to it. I'm
Yeah.
used to.
The other one that shocked me is, the people here keep pets a lot. So you
Mm,
find people with like dogs, cat, things like that, animals. So for me, the first encounter with somebody who had lost their pet, I was so shocked because, and I won't name their name, obviously, for confidentiality reasons, but she came to work really, really distressed. And they were talking about, oh, he was such a nice one. I have lived with him for 8 years. Then I was thinking, is she talking about her child? Or is she talking about the husband? And now he has died. I don't know what I'm going to do. And she was really crying. She was
mm,
crying. Alikuwa so distressed. Then I was like, what happened? Yeah, we lost him. And I asked, who? My dog. I almost laughed.
you
I almost laughed. I had to hold myself because I was like, all this, the way she was distressed is because of an animal, a dog. Me, I couldn't understand. Now, obviously, I have lived here for a long time, and I understand when people cry. I think you do have an attachment with animals. But when I
Yeah.
first arrived, I could not understand the connection between an animal and a human being, and how you can be so, so, so distressed about losing an animal.
Yeah. My friend too lost her dog,
Yeah,
and you know what? She had to call in from work.
yeah,
Hey, I'm mourning my dog. I am not able to come to work today.
yeah,
And she filed bereavement.
yeah,
She
yeah,
said, "He was my family.
yeah,
He was part
yeah,
of me."
yeah,
And
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
what he was given the bereavement leave
Mm, mm.
to mourn his dog. 3 days.
Yes, they do. They do because they're so attached. And I think, Shiko, also is because of the lack of social life. So they
Mm,
make the animals their family and their friends. I don't know if you have noted that, but abroad, one of the other things that people will notice is that lack of social life.
sure.
So me, there's a year I lived for a whole year, and I didn't know who my next door neighbor was. And that's not common. When in Kenya, we are friendly. You walk saying hello to everybody. Everyone is your friend. Even if you don't know them, you're going to help.
Sure.
But over here, you can't do that. It's you and your business, and whether if it's your family or the pets that you have, that's your family. That
Yes.
leads to people to having a lot of depression, by the way. So that you find that there's a high rate of depression and anxiety-related issues in these Western
Yeah.
countries is because people don't interact with real human beings.
Mm.
So when we come to a platform like this, which was for me the inspiration behind what made me start this channel, is to encourage people and have that interaction, because I started it just as we were coming into lockdown. Just when we came into lockdown, and I started realizing that a lot of people are getting into depression because they've got nobody to turn to. Like we
Mm.
used to have those community meetings. You don't have to go to those community meetings anymore. You're not meeting your friends. You're not seeing your family members. And social media was the life at that point.
Yeah.
So that is for me the inspiration into starting Baraka Reality, and I didn't want to mix it with my music. So although I kept my name Sharon Mabaraka, I wanted to separate my music and the content that I was doing to give people hope like yourself and inspire them and encourage them.
Sure. And yeah, I think we are reading from the same script because our aim is to give them hope, enlighten them, and give the information that they need.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us where we can reach you? Repeat again those YouTube channels, although I'm going to put them in the description box
Yes.
for them to come there, subscribe, and watch those inspiring videos.
Yes. So for all my content that I create, I post them in Baraka Reality Media. That's why I post all my content, whether it's encouragement, whether it's life in the UK, how to come to the UK. There's also information about real life issues that people go through that can be an encouragement to somebody who may be going through that kind of phase in their life. I post all that information in Baraka Reality Media. For my music, I post it in Sharon Wabaraka Official. That's where I post all my music. So again, I am on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So all my handles is Sharon Wabaraka. And if people want to find me, they can find me there.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for coming. This was amazing. Yes,
Uh,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you again, Shiko. Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And I am really, really, really humbled that you've given me this opportunity to come to your channel and be your guest.
And we are so humbled that you agreed to come and to share the UK experience with us.
You're very welcome, Shiko. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to Shiko TV USA and go to Sharon, our Baraka YouTube, and Baraka Reality Media. Subscribe there and don't forget to say you're coming from Shiko Hope. Let's end this video here. Until next time, bye bye.
Bye.